Good morning. Here we go again. Oh man. Sometimes I just feel like I could sleep all day, but we don't have that option. No stuff to do. So what's on the plan today? What is the plan today? Oh, we're just gonna get into Chicago. Unload appointment at 11. We should get there about 9. I like to be a little early. Well, maybe that was a bad decision now that I think about it. I'm gonna be like trying to run around. It's not like in Chicago. It's definitely out in the suburbs. Maybe I'll be all right. I was thinking I'm gonna be trying to run around Chicago at like 8 in the morning. I think I'll be okay. And then I think our appointment to get loaded is at like 5 p.m. Now that's the concerning part. And we'll see how it works. I'm gonna get there early. As soon as I'm empty, I'll just head over there. That's the plan. And then we'll try to get as far out of the Chicago area as we can today. It's cold out there, man. I can't wait for summer to just get here. I hate being cold. Can't stand it. Not my thing at all. So yeah, I just went for a walk up to the truck stop. Give me my morning cappuccino and sweet tea. And boy, I was cold. So there's just not a whole lot going on right now. But hey, we're up to start a new day. Getting ready to go. Like I said, 11 a.m. drop off, 5 p.m. pickup. But I am going to get to my drop off about 2 hours early and pick up really early. Hopefully, I always mean to look at the places on like Google Maps on the satellite view, because if it's like a smaller place, your chances of just getting loaded when you get there go up dramatically. So as far as I know, it could be until 5 p.m. But we don't always get those windows provided to us when that's what it is. So that's the plan. I'm just gonna throw in like 50 gallons of fuel. I got enough to get there, which is good. I filled up when I left Laredo, and it was like 1,300 some miles, and I do have enough to get there, but I don't want to be running around the Chicago area needing fuel. For one, it's expensive. For two, it's like there's not as many truck stops up there. You know, you're in a city. But over here it's like $3.89, which is not the worst we've paid. Definitely not the worst we paid. So I'm just gonna throw in 50 gallons. That should get me up there and get me back headed down south before I'll need fuel again. So we'll just do 50 gallons here just to get us into Chicago and back out, and probably south of here before we need to fuel up again. This is a great week for the weights we're pulling. This one's 9,000 pounds. It's 20,000 back to Dallas, those are all in theory, according to what the broker said. 20,000 back down to Dallas, and then 25,000 over to Denver. So that really, for one, my best week since I've been here, but gonna be a really good one for fuel mileage also. So can't be mad about that, not even a little bit. So not much else going on right now. I'm just gonna get myself woke up and get ready to go, throw in 50 gallons in fuel, and then I'll jump on the road. So we should get some action shots today, you know, backing into some docks, things like that. So yeah, I'll just quit talking for now, and I will see you guys a little later on today, see what kind of trouble we get into. Bye now. Gotta bust out the big guns here, son. I need to get some milk crates or something to get this organized, because this is just turning into an absolute nightmare. Let's try to get this out of the way. But there we go. There we go, baby. Oh yeah. We're gonna do some damage today. That's right. Probably the worst camera angle in the history of YouTube. But hey, you know, anytime you get to get the old bolt cutters out, it's a good day. So unfortunately, I don't have a good way to get you guys an angle of me cutting stuff up. Wish I did. Mount my phone on my head. I'm sure that would look real cool. But this has got to go, so we're gonna cut that off, get to our door, and start heading back towards warmer weather. That's what we're gonna do. What a waste of time. Come on now. They told me to come down here to door 91, and there's a trailer in it. And there was another guy backing in, and I gotta be honest, it took him a while. took him a while. So I sat there waiting for him and got down here, and door 91 has a trailer in it. So I'm gonna make a trip back down to the office here. This is like, there's so many minor things that are just so frustrating with trucking. We're just trying to do what we're told and get it done, right? And then they tell, I mean, 90 was open, but I didn't want to just back in there because then they'll never unload it. It's just like, so you get so many of these minor things throughout the day that you're like, what the hell is going on? Can't you guys run your own distribution center, your own business here? I mean, probably an honest mistake. Probably just an honest mistake. But I've had that. I mean, I've only had that happen like this, maybe the second or third time in all the time I've been trucking. But it is frustrating because you got to drive all the way back down here, park again, go in there and tell them you need a new door, and all that stuff. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll just swing her in here and go back in and ask for a new door. I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's not the worst thing that's ever happened out here, but it is a little bit frustrating. My good friend Jana pointed out how much I say frustrating in a video, so now I'm self-conscious of it. Thanks, Jana. Appreciate it. That'll give me more to think about while I'm recording a video. She's a good dude, though. She's a good bro. Jana, the Kindred Trucker. Check her out. She's almost past the stage of rookie trucker. I've been giving her bad advice. Let's say bad advice. She's got sort of that adventurous spirit also, so I've been encouraging her to like hit the road. It's getting to be warmer weather. Just get out there and see the country, see the whole thing. Just do that. Maybe even just till winter, but get out there and just see this whole country. And well, if she does decide to do that, I apologize to you, Ms. Kindred Trucker. But at the same time, if you've got somewhat of that adventurous spirit, do it. Get out there and see it. Anyways, I'm gonna go get a new door here. Enough of my rambling. Talk to you in a minute. All right, same door. They were just getting a guy out of there, so if I would have just been a little more patient. Some things are my own damn fault, aren't they? So not a big deal. Got you guys the action shot here, or we should start calling it the money shot. I think that's what I think we should call it. I'd really like to find a way to get a better angle on this, but I don't mind it. It's not the worst thing ever. So it's not good for you guys though, because it looks like I'm dragging my trailer through that truck right now, which is not happening. But be a better video if it was. Gotta be honest. Be a much better video if that's what was happening. Larry, little shout out, Larry. You like my tandems today, Larry? Larry's a good dude. Sometimes misunderstands me a little bit and gets a little fired up about it, but he thought my tandems were all the way back when I was trying to back in when I was frustrated down in Laredo. Oh, I didn't hold the brake long enough. Okay, you ready? Okay, let's go. Oh, I got the truck all screwed up because I'm shifting gears while we're moving, going from reverse to forward. Not supposed to do that. Anyways, Larry, those tandems are for you, baby. Those tandems are for you. Hopefully you like them. Hopefully you like them. All right, we just need to get ourselves slid over just a little bit. This is one of those places where you have to unhook. Well, some people have to unhook apparently, and go park along the fence line and wait for a phone call. So that's what we're gonna do. But no bathroom facilities here for truckers. None for truckers. I always got to be honest, I always got a little bit offended by that. Hey, you guys got a bathroom? Not for truckers. What does that mean? You know, not for truckers, huh? Okay. Well, I guess it's a good day to have an empty bottle around. That's all I'm saying. So we're about there, baby. We're about there. And then I'll get out and get this unhooked. I don't have a good way to get you guys like good action shots and angles and stuff like that. I could head mount my phone, but would that look ridiculous? Well, not to you guys. You'd see all the action, but I'd be a jackass with a phone strapped to my head. And I don't know how I feel about that. So let me do that. I'll get back to you. So now we wait. That's it. Now we wait. So I'm trying to figure out sort of my day, what I'm gonna do. So it's 9:15 right now, and my appointment here was not until 11. So that's cool. They gave me a door, but I don't expect them to be in any hurry at all. And then my pickup's like 30 miles from here at 4 p.m. So I'm kind of just trying to plan out how I'm gonna handle my day now. Once this is unloaded, I think I'm gonna swing by the terminal for a little while, turn in paperwork and stuff. Terminal's right by where I'm picking up. So turn in some paperwork there, say hey to everyone, you know, all that stuff. And I'll probably still try to show up to my pickup maybe like 2-3 hours early. And I meant to look that up on the maps. I think I said in last video, normally if you've got like a smaller business, they're pretty okay with just loading you like when you get there type of thing. But when you get into these big distribution centers, it's more of strict appointment times. And I meant to look at that, but I'm gonna try either way to show up like at least 2 hours early and see if they'll load it, because a 4 p.m. pickup in the Chicago area kind of puts me in a rough spot. I got Dallas by Saturday morning 8 a.m. which I can do. It just means I'm gonna have to run all day tomorrow, like run out my clock, run the truck probably a little faster than normal, probably about 70, but it's only a 25,000 pound load, and just get every mile I can out of tomorrow if they wait till 4 to actually start loading me. And if they do that, then I can forget about parking. I can just forget about it. So at that point, I might as well just park in the terminal. Let's say hypothetically, I'm loaded by 6 p.m. or let's say in the terminal by 6 p.m. I can get up at 4 tomorrow morning, be running down the road. You guys know how it works, 10-hour break, right? You guys get it. And we just run all day. Run out that 11 as close as we can. We get it within like 200 miles, let's say, rough estimate of Dallas, and get up the next morning. Let's see, if we're running by 4, we've got 10-hour day, that's 2. We stop for an hour break, let's say. We're done by 3. We're up at 1 a.m. We're up at 1 a.m. Saturday morning to get the load into Dallas. And then from there, yeah, it's my pickup to go home for just for a night, 690 miles. So I'll probably just get out of like the Dallas-Fort Worth area, out on 287, headed towards Colorado, shut it down, get up Sunday, run her all the way into Colorado, all the way into Denver, shut down, get up, deliver, go home. So that's kind of the plan. That's how it's all working out in my head. But I'm gonna show up early. If I show up to the shipper early and they load it right away, I'm gonna try to knock out a couple hours today. Screw sitting at the terminal. We will just try to get a couple hours down the road and see how that all goes. So that's kind of where I'm at today with everything. See how she goes. See how she goes. That's about all we can do, but we can still make that run to Dallas. It's just gonna be running hard, and just 10-hour break, go again, which is fine. I mean, I can live with that. But we're definitely gonna have to put down some miles tomorrow if we're not able to get anything done today. But it's all good. Got plenty of fuel to get out of here and get pretty far south before I need to fuel again. Dallas to Denver is about 700 miles. So I'd like to get, when I get this next load down to under, let's say 300 miles left on that one, I'll probably just fill the tanks and that will run me all the way home. So I did get a little more fuel this morning, $195 worth. I meant to fill the DEF tank, and it was one of those ones where if you pull the handle just a little bit too hard, it just keeps clicking off. So you have to like slow roll it into there. So I got $12 worth of def before I was like, I give up. I'm done. I've had enough of you. But that $195 will actually get me pretty far into this next trip. I just didn't want to be up here needing fuel. So I got enough to get me quite a ways down the road, and we'll be okay. So we're, let's say 640, roughly $730 into fuel right now, this week. And we only need to fill up a little over one time, if that makes sense. Damn, we might do this weekend at $1,500 in fuel, which would be huge. That would be a big deal, considering it's almost a $7,000 week. If we could get that fuel like at around that $1,500 mark, that would be a really big deal. So I think I'm gonna shut the truck off. It's 43 degrees out there. I'll just shut the truck off until I get too cold, and then I'll turn it back on, I think, while we're sitting here. That's the plan. Yeah, that's the plan. It all just depends on how soon they load me. Yeah. If they wait till 4 to put me in a dock, then I'll definitely park at the terminal tonight. What do you guys think? Sounds good to me. Anyways, we'll see what else we get into today, and we'll go from there. So talk to you guys in a bit. Oh my God, trucking, trucking. Oh boy, what a day we've had. Got that load delivered, and I figured I was gonna be picking up like 10 miles from the terminal. So I figured I'd come into the terminal, turn in all my paperwork. You know, I think I talked about this already. Say hi to everyone. Look at all the gorgeous trucks sitting out here. Beautiful, beautiful. They got a bunch of the brand new Kenworths, but I didn't get one of those because they're like $1,000 a week. That's hard to offset that extra. Mine's $650, so that's $350, right? $350 a week. It's hard to offset that in the current market. If the market was always good, maybe. But why? How do you? I don't know how a cooler looking truck earns you an extra $350 a week. Maybe a maintenance thing. Maybe because it's newer. That's a possibility. I don't really know, but I didn't get one. But they are beautiful trucks, the new Kenworths with that new body style. I think they look cool. They're sharp looking trucks, that's for sure. But yeah, hanging out at the terminal, was sitting inside. I love this company, I really do. If there's a few drivers sitting around inside around lunchtime, they'll always order lunch. So they ordered us some pizza. Overall, I love this company. They're so great. You guys know me. You guys know me. It is easy for me to get angry with the trucking company and just be like, screw it, I'm out of here. I'm not working here. But I've been here. Don't worry, no referrals or anything, because I won't even say who they are. But I've been here over a month now, and it's just fantastic. I love this place. Anyways, the load to Dallas canceled. Oh my God. So my dispatcher's scrambling to find another load to Dallas because we've already scheduled a load to pick up from Dallas headed to Denver. Guess what my dispatcher was unable to do in the afternoon when we needed a load to Dallas? It wasn't his fault. He couldn't find a load to Dallas. So the whole plan just went up in flames just like that. So we had it scheduled for a $6,900 week, and we got to $2,800, and then we went, now what? Now what do we do? So I got he's looking for stuff to Dallas. I got on the load board myself. There is a bit of a, I wouldn't say language barrier. The guy speaks English. They are Macedonian, I think they said. Macedonian. So he's got a very heavy accent. So I was trying to tell him that I don't necessarily have to go to Dallas. If I can't make it home right now, let's make money. We'll figure the rest of this out later. So I'm not sure if he quite caught what I was saying. So he's still looking for stuff to Dallas, and I'm just looking at the load board. Okay, what's gonna be the best money for us, you know? And So I started finding loads out west, Washington, Oregon, stuff like that. And the weather doesn't look too bad going out that way. Now, if you're going into Seattle over the weekend or something like that, Snoqualmie looks like it's going to be getting some snow. And that is a mountain that will make you chain up or shut you down when it snows. Those are your choices up there. So Seattle was off my list. I was like, nope, not yet. Not couple more weeks and we can run into Seattle. But it was off my list, and I said, no sir, let's not do that. So we found 4,400 to Pendleton, Oregon. I said, go ahead and book it. If you guys know Pendleton, it's a small town. It's not very big, so there's not a great freight market out of there. So we may be setting ourselves up for a little bit of failure or not the greatest loads. But we might be doing okay because it's still a little early into spring. It's cold out there. But still a little early for a lot of people to be trying to run out west right now. So we might be putting ourselves in a good spot. I don't know yet. We might be one of the few trucks out in that area, so we might do okay. It's hard to say, but Pendleton generally is not a great freight market. But we were supposed to do, we did 2,800 up here. We were supposed to do, I think, 2,000. Yeah, 2,000 back down to Dallas, and then 2,100 to Denver. That was going to bring us to $6,900. Well, like I said, that blew up on us. So we did the 2,800 here, and we got 4,400 to Pendleton, which is whatever the math comes out to. Plus we got a $200 truck order not used, and we got the $250 in detention that we've been asking for weeks. So what was supposed to be a $6,900 week turned into I had it written down. I think it was 7,650. You guys can double check that math. It was 2,800 plus 4,400 plus 200 plus 250. Whatever you guys come up with, that's what the number is. I wrote it down. I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. Anyways, we're coming out of it with like $700 more than we were supposed to make. But we do have some challenges. We do definitely have some challenges. One, well, we don't. I'm in this damn truck by myself. We don't have challenges collectively, folks. I have some challenges. I don't get to go stop by the house. I would be able to if I had a little more time on this load. Like, say it picked up tomorrow morning, but it picks up tomorrow afternoon. Because if it picked up tomorrow morning, then I could make the time to swing by the house for a night. And that's what makes it, because I got to swing out of the way and back up. Other challenges, Wyoming. Yeah, Wyoming's still cold. Good news with this one, 43,000 pounds. Normally that's a bad thing, but when you're trying to get across Wyoming, you'll take that extra weight for all the wind, absolutely. It will cost me more in fuel because there's definitely some mountains out there. You've got a few good hills in Wyoming, and then they're in Utah going into Idaho, and then of course the cabbage hill or whatever y'all call it. Some people call it Cabbage Patch, right above Pendleton, Oregon. That's a pretty good mountain also. So I did check the forecast all the way across. We've got cold weather. We've got light snowstorms, mostly Elk Mountain, Wyoming, of course. But I think we're going to be fine. I do not see, as of right now, a risk of us getting shut down in a snowstorm. I don't see that happening. So that is good news. It delivers Tuesday morning, but my company's got like this weird policy for their payroll. If you picked up the week before, as long as you get the paperwork in by Tuesday evening, Tuesday afternoon, then it'll pay out that following Friday. So that's how we get to that. I think it was 7,650. We'll take it, okay? That's why I'm out here, to make money. We pull an almost $8,000 week in a terrible freight market. We'll take that. We'll take that all the time. So I'm not upset about that. I was obviously looking forward to stopping by my house, and that is just not an option now. We'll see what we get out of Oregon, and see if possibly I'll get on the load board myself. If something's leaving Pendleton headed for Denver, then I'll just delay my trip. If something's leaving Pendleton headed for Texas, then I'll run it through Colorado and I'll stay the night at my house, you know. So there's options, there's things to do, but I can be a lot happier with you know, the extra $700 and whatever that comes out to by the time I get through all the expenses. Trucking, man. But you got to roll with it. You know, you got to roll with the punches because they happen, and if you can turn it into a more profitable week, that's obviously a good thing. You know, we all knew what we signed up for, and we all knew what we were getting back into the minute the decision was made for me to get back on the road. So it's how it goes. It's a good thing. Am I trying to convince you or me? No, I don't mind. I obviously will take every dollar I can get out here. That's so important because we got an extra $450 coming to us for doing nothing. The detention time and the truck order not used. Get those. Get that money. Get that paid out to you, and get every dollar you can get. Because I don't consider that truck order not used to be free money, because now we got to scramble and figure out how to make up the difference. Now we did good and we profited more, right? But now we've got to scramble and we got to figure it out. What if we can't find a load? Your $200 don't mean nothing to me at that point. Nothing to me, but we figured it out. We have prevailed, so we'll be just fine. We'll be just fine, but what a way to go. What a day. So I've got nothing left to do today, so I am going to play Witcher. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play Witcher until my eyes bleed, because I don't have to pick up till 1 p.m. tomorrow. So I've got nothing but time, and there's nothing around this terminal unless I want to Uber somewhere, and I don't want to do that. So it's Witcher all night for the rest of the night. Me and Geralt of Rivia. I'm not mad. It's just kind of how she goes. So anyways, see you guys on the next video.